Hello, good morning, welcome. Normally I'm not doing an additional video on Monday, but right now we have to, as we've seen some movements into the markets. And that's why I wanted to do an additional video before the live stream tonight, in which we go through a few of the scenarios of Bitcoin, and we're going to analyze Ethereum and VeChain. This morning I logged in onto social media, and it felt like the world was ending as Bitcoin was dropping down. Is the world ending? No, and that's why we're going to discuss Bitcoin here, as it feels like we're doing pretty much okay. However, yeah, we are short-term dropping, but the whole structure is still doing pretty much fine. What have we witnessed? Well, we have witnessed that we could not get above 9596, in which we are going to tap the liquidity below the low. We have discussed that it's likely that we might even get the drop towards 8889. If you've not seen the Cointelegraph article on Saturday, please check it. It's all written there. But what we see right now is that overall the daily, it's not closed yet. The 12-hour is closing above the critical area we wanted to close. There's two important pivots. One of them is this green zone here, which is through 9050 to 9150, and the second one is the last lender of resort, is 8850 to 88. And what you usually see is that we get a drop below the previous low, in which we tap liquidity, break back above, and then we continue to grind. So right now we have taken the liquidity below the low, as you can see, and we have closed above the critical area, in which we have a potential bullish divergence to occur. However, it's not looking too great, as we all see, and we need some more confirmation. Is this weird to see this structure? No, we have seen it occur quite many times. We see it in every retracement, that you take the liquidity below before you grant and rally back up. So in this case, if we get a clean chart, I could just try to explain through that, is what you currently want to see is, or what we are likely going to see, is a rejection here at 9250, one more test to confirm this support area, or maybe even the close at 9k, and then you get a likely breakout. That's what we need to see to get this momentum going. Likely wise as the structure over here, or any structure like we've seen here, in which we would not be losing this area. I've been stating that this is the crucial area I want to see as support. If we are dropping below this level, I'm assuming we're going to skip this low and we're going towards this area. So what you want to see right now, what you're likely going to see, is that we rally or bounce back up towards 93, then get another test to the lows, in which we make a double bottom of confirmation, in which case the bullish divergence is already created and can only be confirmed if we reclaim 93. But then you get the somewhat falling wedge structure, in which the next breaker, somewhat like this, could be bringing us back towards 9.8. Crucial pivots is breaking through 9.3, holding this zone. If we break to the upside, breaking 9.5. If we do, I assume we are bottoming out and we are going to rally further towards 11 to 12k. If we reject at 9.3 and lose this support and break below 8.8, as discussed, I'm assuming we're going to see 7.5 to 7.8. If we reject at 9.6 and start to drop back down towards support, I think you should be out as well, as we've tapped this support right now. I assume that if we come back down for the support again, we're going to fall over as well. So the crucial pivot is what we are building over here, and how strong a breakout to the upside will be. Right now we've just seen a clear and just healthy construction, in which we are just retracing, and I'm not seeing too many bad stuff yet, especially given that Ethereum is approaching the levels we have been witnessing, or we have been watching, after which we have rejected at 250 and are now finding support at the area we wanted it to hold, which is between 215 to 222 excuse me, this green zone should be holding, in which we get a similar construction as we have seen previously after hitting the resistance, which is the rectangle I just made. Overall, we are still making higher lows, in which even a drop towards 206 to 202 is still a higher low, but preferably you don't want to see it drop below this previous resistance zone, in which if we drop below, a bearish rejection here can indicate further downwards momentum. But in this case, we have broken through the level, not seen a retest yet. We are getting that retest, and since then we are already up 4.5 to 5%. So we are getting that entry zone. I assume we're going to continue to move sideways for a little bit. Same structure can be applied here as on Bitcoin. If we get something like this, you can assume that if we reject here, make another bottom, make even more bullish divergence on the lower time frames in this OB, you can assume that we can continue rallying to the upside as long as the green area remains support here. So right now it's a pretty crucial week. Ether is in the entry zone. I've taken the long. It's looking okay, and I'm assuming that we can just continue rallying. As I've been stating, that we've taken the liquidity on the downside, and I assume we still have to take the liquidity on the upside rather than us falling over again. If we check ETH to BTC, we can see that there's not much going on here. The preferred entry zone is still the same. We're just consolidating here. If we retest this block over here for a higher low, that would be nice. But as we can see, we're still in an accumulation range. We're above the 100-day and 200-day MA, which is also supportive for further upwards momentum. So I'm still assuming we're in a buy the dip scenario. VeChain BTC, I've got some complaints after we tried to break out of this resistance, but as you can see, you have to zoom out many times in order to see where the coin is standing. And in this case, we have rejected at 80, flipped 70. I was assuming we might have a lower drop down here. We didn't. After that, we rallied towards the next resistance zone, and we have rejected here. So entering into a resistance is never the goal you want to have. However, the people that were screaming for continuation will probably have panic sold in this zone over here. So the red box is the entry zone that I've made previously already and can be a support resistance flip in which we can consolidate in this range. It's still there. If this doesn't hold, the next area is around 60 set, as I'm assuming we're breaking below this OB here. But it's following the plan in which a buy the dip for at least a bounce play towards 100 for 25% is still the game. I'm not assuming that we're breaking out of this resistance in one go. I think we have to consolidate for a little before we can see that breakout occur. So that's a small review. Let's see what VeChain USDT is doing. Well, actually the same. If we check the daily in this case, we can see that this block should not be lost. And as long as this block remains support, excuse me, MacBook. As long as this block remains support, you can warrant a continuation to the upside. So in this case, if green holds, we can start targeting the area around 1.4 cents. And as you can see, there is an overextended RSI. There's a high blow-off candle here in which consolidation is likely, and you can assume that we can consolidate for a little while before we can see the next wave occur. So this green zone here, and this is a preferred support resistance flip as well, as you want to see, is what you're looking for in this case. So everything is fine, everything is still okay on a crucial pivot. Tonight I'll be doing a live stream in which we go more in depth on the markets, also the equity markets. If you like this video, please like beneath, subscribe, reply, follow me on Twitter, and I'll see you back tonight.